The life you experience is simply a reflection of your mindset. Sometimes you just have to walk away, let people go, and let relationships end. Your life won't go as planned, and trust me, it's a good thing. You can't change what happened, no matter if it was your fault or someone else's. Don't be mad about it. Deal with the challenge. Do not discuss your past with anyone, because only you know its true story and significance. Others may not understand, or may use it against you. People will always project their fears and limiting beliefs onto you. Build a shield against this noise to protect yourself from it. No one is more hated than he who speaks the truth. You can't force someone to love you back, no matter how much you care for them. Be careful with your words. Once they are said, they can be only forgiven, not forgotten. Being single with peace of mind is way better than having a relationship with someone who makes your life miserable. Sacrificing what you truly want for instant gratification often leads to disappointment. Know your worth, even if others don't recognize it. Doing the right thing isn't always easy, but it's worth it. Sometimes you just have to say no and ignore the guilt trip that follows. It doesn't matter if you're right. Sometimes the people you hang around will shape your life in more ways than you know. Sometimes there's no right decision to make. In those cases, first you make a decision, and then you work to make it right. What you do today can improve all your tomorrows. Anger only hurts you, not the person you're angry with. Sometimes later becomes never. Do it now. Don't let fear hold you back from living your life to the fullest. Learn to be content and happy by yourself. If you need a company to be happy, then it will make you weak. You learn life's lessons best by experiencing them yourself. You're not responsible for what other people expect from you. Not every thought needs to be expressed. You're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. But be careful who you associate with. We tend to imitate the habits of those around us. We adopt their interests, opinions, values, and ways of interpreting events. I count him braver who overcomes his desires than him who conquers his enemies, for the hardest victory is over oneself. A wise person speaks because they have something to say. A fool speaks because they have to say something. In old age, We all regret not having overcome laziness. When something causes you pain, the pain is there to teach you a lesson. It is not so that you feel pain for the sake of pain. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. Keep your expectations to yourself. You never know how strong you are until being strong is your only choice. Reality is created by the mind. We can change our reality by changing our mind. Change is not a threat. It's an invitation to grow. For everything you do creates dots. You can connect those dots later in life and understand why you did. There's only one way to happiness, and that is to stop worrying about things beyond our control. Change is not a threat. It's an invitation to grow. You only get one body, take care of it. You'll have it all your life, and while it is incredibly resilient, it can only give you what you put in. Once you face your fear, nothing is ever as hard as you think. The days when you don't want to do anything are the days you need to push the most. The only thing you can control is how you feel, act, and think. Stop trying to change other people because it almost never works. All you have power over is what you choose to do with the time you have today. You will never ruin a role if you play yourself. The biggest thing you need to accept is change. Life becomes easier and more beautiful when we can see the good in others. You don't live just once. You live many lives within one. Use your time to improve yourself by learning from others' writings so that you gain easily what others worked hard for. Never discourage anyone who is making progress, no matter how slow, even if that someone is yourself. No one can be free if they are ruled by their passions. When we talk about trivial things, we become trivial as our attention gets consumed by trivialities. A fool is known by his speech, and a wise man by his silence. If you want to move the world, start by moving yourself. You become what you give your attention to. Hope is the only good common to all people. Those who have nothing else still have hope. Necessity is the strongest force. It rules everything. Don't chase after happiness. It is always within you. Beware the emptiness of a busy life. The best way to live with honor is to be what we pretend to be. And from the deepest desire often comes the deadliest hate. Don't judge your greatness by your shadow at sunset. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Happiness resides not in possessions or gold. Happiness dwells in the soul. You cannot have everything. You always exchange something for something else. If you try to be everyone's friend, you become an enemy to yourself. You can cut all the flowers, but you cannot keep spring from coming. Letting go is very hard, but it's often the best thing to do.